It is amazing that we can live next to something for a lifetime, but unless we take the time to focus on it, it doesn't become a part of our life. Think about it. One could live near a garden and fail to focus on the splendor of the flowers. A man can spend a lifetime with a woman and never pause to look into her soul. And a person can be all that goodness calls him to be and still never see the author of life. Being honest and moral or even religious doesn't necessarily mean we will see him. No, we may see what others see in him, or we may hear what some say he said. But until we see him for ourselves, until our own sight is given, we may think we see him, having in reality seen only a half-hazy form in the gray semi-darkness. Have you seen him? Have you caught a glimpse of his majesty? A word is placed in a receptive crevice of your heart that causes you ever so briefly to see his face. You hear a verse read in a tone you'd never heard or explained in a way you'd never thought. And one more piece of the puzzle falls into place. Someone touches your painful spirit as only one sent from him could do. And there he is. Jesus, the man, the bronzed Galilean who spoke with such thunderous authority and loved with such childlike humility. The God, the one who claimed to be older than time and greater than death. Gone is the pomp of religion. Dissipated is the fog of theology. Momentarily lifted is the opaque curtain of controversy and opinion. Erased are our own blinding errors and egotism. And there he stands. Jesus. Have you seen him? Those who first did were never the same. My Lord, my God, cried Thomas. I have seen the Lord, exclaimed Mary Magdalene. We have seen his glory, declared John. But Peter said it best. We were eyewitnesses of his majesty. His majesty, the Emperor of Judah, the soaring eagle of eternity, the noble admiral of the kingdom. All the splendor of heaven revealed in a human body. For a period ever so brief, the doors of the throne room were open, and God came near. His majesty was seen. Heaven touched the earth, and as a result, earth can know heaven. In astounding tandem, a human body housed divinity. Holiness and earthliness intertwined. This is no run-of-the-mill Messiah. His story was extraordinary. He called himself divine, yet allowed a Roman soldier to drive a nail into his wrist. He sent men into the world, yet equipped them with only bended knees and memories of a resurrected carpenter. We can't regard him as simply a good teacher. His claims are too outrageous to limit him to the company of Socrates or Aristotle. Nor can we categorize him as one of the many prophets sent to reveal eternal truths. His own claims eliminate that possibility. Who then is he? Let's find out. Let's follow his sandal prints. Let's sit on the cold, hard floor of the cave in which he was born. Smell the sawdust of the carpentry shop. Let's hear his sandals slap the hard trails of Galilee. Let's sigh as we touch the healed sores of the leper. Let's smile as we see his compassion with the woman at the well. Let's let our voices soar with the praises of the multitudes. Let's try to see him. One warning, though. Something happens to a person who has witnessed his majesty. He becomes addicted. One glimpse of the king, and you are consumed by a desire to see more of him and say more about him. Pew warming is no longer an option. Junk religion will no longer suffice. Sensation seeking is needless. Once you have seen his face, you will forever long to see it again. My prayer for this book is that the divine surgeon has used it as a delicate surgical tool to restore sight, that blurriness will be focused and darkness dispersed, that the Christ will emerge from a wavy figure walking out of a desert image to become the touchable face of a best friend, that we will lay our faces at the pierced feet and join Thomas in proclaiming, "My Lord, my God," and most supremely, that we will whisper the secret of the universe. We are eyewitnesses of His Majesty.